Well, hello, everyone. Good afternoon on a cold winter day. So it's really wonderful to see the whole community turn out. It certainly is indeed a rare occasion. I think the last time Master Ni, my father, spoke in public was probably 7 or 8 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And so anyway, his life has taken him all over the world, and in 1985, after he handed the reins to Tao and I, he proceeded to spend about 10 years in seclusion, and in the mountains of Oregon. And from there, he then proceeded to travel throughout the world. And during that time, he would move about every 6 months from country to country, literally. And you know, as sons, we felt so responsible for him in terms of, you know, where are you? And you know, sometimes we'll hear from him for months at a time. And but he would always check in from an internet cafe somewhere. And, so it was very, very reassuring that we're still all connected that way. So, but you know, and the worries became, you know, to the degree where I'd start to find myself, because I have kids, you know, so that kind of same parental worry. If you have kids, you would imagine you got a child that's wandering the world every 6 months. You know, you don't have their address, you don't have their telephone number. In fact, he didn't have a phone. And so he would just travel and live in a place at a time, one place at a time. And so after about 10 years of doing this, and I kept bugging him, I said, you know, you really need to settle down and
Yes,
maybe come back and live with us, you know. And he said, you know, he says, there's a reason why I travel every 6 months. And the reason is because I need to challenge myself. So you see, every 6 months, imagine you have to sometimes learn a new language, oftentimes he has, and figure out where the post office is, or the bank is, the grocery store, and he forces that upon himself so that he can continually stay on his toes. And so that's been you know, what he's been doing. So finally, you know, after lots of prompting, I think Tao and I finally convinced him to come back momentarily, because he's only here for a quick visit, and then he will be gone again. And so so this will be a good opportunity for all of us to have contact with him and hear him speak about what he's up to. He's now spending a lot of time in China these days, rescuing the Chinese from themselves. You know what I mean? It's you know, if anyone who understands what China is going through, there's tremendous changes there, with capitalism in full embrace and swing, and with it, of course, you know, some of the issues that come with it. So he's trying to bring this wisdom, which, you know, he had learned and cultivated while he was in China as a young person, but now he's kind of bringing it back. So that's been where he's focusing his energy these days. Anyway, so while Tao goes to get him, I'm very heartened to see, you know, there are the inside community, including the students as well as the mentors and the spiritual coaches, the certified instructors, the sisters of the Heavenly Way, and a number of different groups within the Integral Way tradition are here. So it's wonderful. I want to just point out a few people, so that, you know, if you are interested, afterwards you can always approach them for more information. And so there's the Sisters of the Heavenly Way, which had been coordinated by Barbara Wolf, who has returned to Australia. And so that work has now been continued by these two fine ladies, Kumiko and Rita. So you stand up, and so, not everybody knows you. Okay, so if you have any sort of questions, you can always approach them. Every other weekend, every other Sunday, they teach a little class at the Temescal Canyon. We hike in, you do the sword practice together, and you do some other practice together, and then you guys do a little discussion group at the end, do some reading. It's only open to women. I've tried to crash the party a few times, but I got kicked out, so they're pretty strict about that. So anyway, so I will continue. So let's welcome Master Ni.
Good evening, everybody. Happy to see you.
Okay, so try that. So should I introduce you? Please have a seat, and I'll introduce you.
Are you asking me to sing rock and roll? How are you?
Good.
Become rich?
Yes.
He's not joking. I wish all you do better every year in all aspects of your life. Is this works or not?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Except a little hot. It's happy to see you. What come to my mind, I like to confirm what I prepared in the box for you as a reminder how you should fix your life. Number one, the goal of life. We are pursue happy life, successful life. It's a hard job. Need something to be done, right? That's how my mommy and daddy prepare me. So I can give you my experience, write all book, all they teach me, how I was spanked to write down, remember all the rules, the things they taught me. This is how we have something to provide my strength can live in the difficult world. Where I should start? Yeah, you go ahead.
I don't think it's working, so go ahead.
You know, works?
Is it working? No, it's very low. Is it working?
It has to go right to the mouth.
Oh. Do you need it?
Huh?
It doesn't really do much.
If that's the case, I will ask you, please go forward.
Yeah.
Just sit next to me to make it easier. The other day, my granddaughter, school, he just entered the first year of high school, junior high school?
Junior high.
Junior high. They have a grand parents' day, so they make me go over there. And the grand parents, they ask,
It works now.
works now?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Nothing mechanically reliable. However, The teacher asked my granddaughter is 13 years old. They asked Grandpa what happened when I was 13 years old. And that is not exactly 13 years old because the story cannot happen as they wished. I gave this story like that. At that time, one day, along the, I guess, is not a guess or just a memory, not exactly, is 1938 something, sometime. We are all in the house. My father and mother live in next to the canal. The other side of the canal is not very far. The canal is narrow in that section, though it's an important waterway from two different countries. The Japanese airplane comes, threw 3 bombs just in front of our house. That's how I out of school. Then my father and mother started the Yusan University school, just as number one student. But other people, at the same time, there's no school anymore. They say, we have going to teach their son, so everybody comes. So make this school developing through years. So now we come over here, this side. That means, do you think, how do I think when the bomb throw into the other side, the whole town was ruined, Nothing can survive. Do you think how I should think? As a boy, I should fight and kill all them, right? Many Chinese reacted that way. After killing them, then what is the next step? I can be the king all the time for myself only. I look at the troubles. Let me reflect the trouble, deep trouble. Then you correct me if I'm wrong. The trouble is Japanese industrialization. Take a first step, then the China. China at that time, the life is nature style. Not much. There's almost nothing you call the modern industry. We do have handicraft, other small industry. Is not modernized. You can see Japanese was pushed to be industrialized, learn the Western. He was the first, in that region, Japan was the first student of Western people. Like to be macho. Japanese already macho, but at the most we play martial arts, nothing the massive killing that happens. Here, important to spend time with me, I can tell you that over-industrialization was the sort of modern problem. It produced the confrontation between two sides. Some people organize business, some people take the job. Then the job taker, somebody sitting there write a book about what is the book? Capitalism, the evil of capitalism, or whatever. That started making people divide themselves position in world life. The strong tendency of industrialization have made a push the world produce colonialism. The antipathy to the West started from there. People take a few guns. The gun where come from? The gun is the test, is the proof of advanced weapon from industrialization. That make a world change. When I came over here in 1975, many friends, some are here, they suffer from Yunnan War. What's the background of Yunnan War? It's two worlds, Russia and United States. They call it Cold War. Truthfully, the Russian revolution with the same one goal, industrialization. Prepare to fight the West. What do they fight for? Colonialism. All trouble sources from there. Yeah, America is an advanced country. You produce a weapon. Then you need to sell your weapons besides other industrial products. Do you think the world is safer with the industrialization? No. What happened today? But in my training, my old, over 3,000 years ago, along that time, the sage already say. I don't know, you know, a book called 庄子, that's called, what my book name called? The translation, The Unlimited Life.
No. Attaining unlimited life.
Once he see in countryside, say people develop a simple mechanic to watering the field. As he view, he write down his view. If that direction to go, people all become lazy. If people have more time, people half the animal. What they do on themselves. They become greedy, they fight for more and more. You can see, he writes in the book is still existing. You can see people at 2,300 years ago clearly have that vision about human beings should live both sides, physical activity and mental activity. At that time, mental activity, intellectual-wise, we not develop as much as today's people. And by the industrialization, people changed. Many people don't need a labor work, but they need a management. This is how you send to school, develop your mind, become mental active. This all make ladies all out of home, need working for society. Men and women all become slaves of new type of society. Nobody can escape. However, that's too much for you to take care. We need to prepare how to be independent from all the harms they do for all us, right? Sometimes you're really frustrated. You don't know how to do your life. The trouble is not you made, it's the world made to you. You inherited, continue developing. Nobody go to stop it. So I turn along, change the direction. I give you 5 directions to pursue develop your strengths of life. First of all, you need to check out. Do you live a healthy life, physical health? You have to have a physical health, right? Otherwise, how you can take a challenge from the real life? The second thing, all of us should have a mental health. Mental health is not a free gift. Today, you need to guard yourself. All junkies, all poisons come to you if you do not guard yourself well. Sometimes you do affected by the new modern source. become aggressive, become greedy, because you don't know how to take care of yourself. They sell you, they attract you to you, make you spoil yourself, spoil your life. But in the end, nobody can take care. Ends up homeless on the downtown roadside. That's not happen all to you, because you know one thing. You have to be responsible for your own life, since nobody else really care about. So the mental health, you already receive challenge. In one hand, you like to help, you know what is to help, but the invisible influence of the society very much. They push you to stand in your position for fight, not for better, waste your lifetime. The third thing is the center, the health of your spiritual strength of your life. Are you healthy spiritually? You don't know. But the mind influences your spiritual attitudes. Somebody very hyper, every day talk about revolution. Sometimes can be very low, depressed, very depressed. Because you are spiritually affected by the world situation and your own life situation. You don't see your future. You don't find the real meaning of your own life. It works or not? No?
Yeah, works out.
Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. Spiritual health. You need we all people live. It's not a fantasy. It's a real real demand. You build your spiritual strength above the trouble of life. Otherwise, you are beaten by the life. Then, human relationship. Every day you go out or be inside the home, all human relationship. Even you are not as offensive, as demanding as other people, society. People come to you. How you handle those situations? They have to have the human relationship health in your life. Otherwise, how do you feel supported? You are not supported. You are troubled. Any one small school rules that day, your emotion feel bad. I don't know how to handle. Some sensitive people will feel that way. The last health, the 5 health, talk about financial health. Your packed health need something there. Because it's a basic dignity of a human being. You cannot always beg. Who respond to your need? You are the one have to provide everything to your life. Financial health, so important to you too. If the world of people, of course, on the top of leaders, they also follow the 5 lines. They have, for example, human relationship, not partial to somebody, but balanced to be nice, be good, be loving to everyone. What's the trouble? But the leadership have to take advantage when people fight. They take it aside, can use people to follow them. So they take it off. The human relationship, no more health, they don't. Financial health, where they come the money? From us. They talk about it. They proud of, enjoy their life. So this 5 health is not for we. sit, as a civilian, sit on floor. On those on top can manage the world. The corruption is there. We demand the people, good people in leadership. We need a good people leadership. We come from the teacher. They all learn from bad teacher, one worse than others. So you have to be the teacher. Find your happiness, find in your health, in your life. Prove to them which way is the right way to handle the world, handle your own life. This is the goal I'm working on it. I wish your help to promotion the new life with the 5 health. Say you need equipment. I have prepared equipment for you. I told you when I was very young, I out of school, how my father prepared me. My pre-school education was the book I translated into the Foundation of a Happy Life. From there, because there's lots something you maybe don't agree with it. But however, particularly, the old faithful think human nature is good. That is tradition to ask us to believe human people are all good. Once you have your health, the health, faith of life inside of you, people writing is people, rotting is people's own business, it's not your business, right? So you have to live the health of a human life, the health nature of a human being. How many people still have the health nature of a human life? That part is a big challenge to us. This is why I say you have to help me if we wish to have a safe place to live. Not ends too soon, then we have to work on it. Particular, people do bad things, it's not their own fault. They feel unhappiness, they feel helpless, they feel no place to go anymore. But they don't find the strength nature mother provided us in us. We have to develop those strengths inside out. Then the world will be changing. That is the confidence we should have. So if you feel, say, what is the happiness of life? You try to find the book I prepare you. This my father, mother prepare me before the bomb. That's what the book is. That is the foundation of a happy life. All life have a duty to pursue happiness, to pursue success, prosperity, and develop yourself. Then who can help you? The powers that come from your life. There is a book called Enrich Your Life with Virtue. There's 25 goods, commodity in the books. They commend you how those things can help you reach your goal, happiness. The 25 constructive strengths in your life, you are sure, you are insured of bringing happiness to your life. God can help us if we work on ourselves to improve ourselves. Spiritual self-improvement. What do we improve? The improvement should be linked to our own strengths. Do we have a strong strength to live? To live a happy life?
嗯，
Do we have a strong strength to live? To live a happy life? 嗯。
嗯，
Do we have a strong strength to live? To live a happy life? 嗯。
嗯，
Do we have a strong strength to live in the hectic world. So you build your strengths. For example, in school or in some your job, there's always difficulties. You can have patience. Your personal patience, tolerant, is a virtue. Is a spiritual strength can help you. Some people take a long years to be somewhere. Some people can overnight jump to that position. You don't need to care. Because your strength is that much, you develop yourself in safe way to reach your goal. So that book, Enrich the Powerful Life by the Virtue, that's the traditional education my mother and father gave to me. Other book called the spiritual, this most centered, what?
Centermost way.
That's help your spiritual strength. Otherwise, there's lots of spiritual teaching. What is good for your health? That's support your health. You can read the books. You can discover what's wrong about it. Then you can have a better measurement what you should take, what you should keep away. You know, we talk about, then that's all prepare yourself. I have a new approach to which you can reach out by your good personality with the willingness to show your goodness in your life. That book, I think in this 12 years, before my writing sometimes either come from the transcriptions and the people collected, improved in the books. But this 12 years, the writing is done by myself, my own hand, without any help. These several books are very important. Everybody knows how to do something good to their life. Somebody, also people like to do good things to their family, to their own country. How about the international society, the world society? So the first book I was write by my own hand is Universal Morality. Don't only do good things for yourself, on your troubles, or your race, but to everybody. Where comes the fight if everybody do that? That was the second book I do is the Power of Feminine Principle. The world managed by the masculine male principle several thousand years. If we continue this way, we all go into the ocean. Maybe there's no ocean anymore. Before human history was a woman society. You know, now we have different tribes, clan people. That's all started men to start to establish this society. Women have a problem, they too kind, provide to everybody who's in need. Then that's the trouble. But not now, all women are developed. What's wrong about it? You know, particular intellectual force replaces the physical force to live a life. Then men and women are all equal. But I expect the lady come back to lead the world. There was no big fight, at the most slow stones. We don't need to develop the massive killing, the weapons. So the second book I write for you, I will say, I'm not talk about, in Tao Te Ching, you know the Lao Tzu very much. At that time, around 2,400 years ago, because over manly society established what's your last name, what's my last name, what's my crime, what's your races, to start a fight killing lots of people. And in particular, political, originally, the early service is benevolent political service. They ask nothing. Capable people just serve the world. Then after being a king can establish a special privilege, then the competition comes. To China, each 300 or 400 years, there is dynasty changing. New people comes. The male have a desire to be the emperor, who can have thousands of wives, then live shortly. That's the price they pay. However, that was my second book. I would say we believe that motherly lady's nature come back to the world as a spiritual leadership. Repeat again. How the man we still live be constructed. It's not should any destructive idea or behavior should not come from us. The older way defined spiritually is to withdraw to the churches. You become the police. That's not a real spiritual. Live because you live on people's shoulder. It's not live on real life. You living real life is truly spiritual, a truly moral way of life. Then the next book I'm told was the love of universal love. Because all religions establish one type of interpretation about the nature force. I ask where we come from. God made us. God made us is a new conception of nature putting us here. We still supported by nature. It's not by a concept of God. As a religion, you can one way or another, people stay can live. Can we cut off nature? Can we? We don't believe, stop your breathing. When you're breathing, there's a sign of a Christian or Islamic or anything. There's no sign. So the importance directly recognize we are children of nature. Children provide the form of us. Half the responsibility is ourselves to improve our life condition. You cannot ask the God to provide my food and forget that people made it from us, or we can lend the money to all them. But that's not as practical as to say we was born by Mother Nature. We live on healthy and natural happy life and do whatever should be done without build the conceptual obstacles and to divide the people. That's only cause the world divorce. Because what we want a healthy world is the world harmony. So far, human people notice that important. Most people stand up the war in any time, in any place. This is why we need that progress. I have 3 books not published. One book I'm talking about the 5 health. You know, when I go back to China, I say because communism seldom, all poor people can overnight become rich.